What's up, guys? Steve from SRJ Repair here, and today we are going to be building a beginner mechanic tool set here on Amazon. So that being said, let's get into the video. All right, guys, we have first things first. We're going to have air tools on here like die grinders and impacts and whatnot, and we're not going to have any of the luxuries like this Milwaukee M12 die grinder. This is a beginner set. Just so if you want to just so you don't spend a ton of money and you're like, all right, this isn't for me. You know what I mean? But yeah, so first off, you got to go with the IR, the Ingersoll Rand die grinder and cutoff wheel. They are both really good tools. I have both sets here at the house, outside in the garage in the toolbox. I use these quite often. I use these to clean up brakes and whatnot. This right angled one, at least. And then the cutoff wheel, I just use it to cut sheet metal and whatnot. And then moving on from, die grinders and cutoff wheels and stuff, you're going to have some lights. I have 4 different options. I have a pen light that you will lose. So just go ahead and you're going to lose one because I lose them all the time. Some neck lights that come in real handy if you work on heavy duty equipment or diesels and you're sliding underneath them on a creeper. Or this headlight that's real low profile, so it's kind of nice and has the hand motion on the side. And then a magnetized floodlight that you will leave on a frame rail, guaranteed. You will leave one on a frame rail, and then you'll either learn or you'll be like me and just keep buying lights and keep leaving them on frame rails. Then we got the Mac Daddy. I was gonna go with the IR air impact, but AirCat for foot pounds per dollar, they are by far the strongest for the best price. And these things are bulletproof. You can beat the dog crap out of them. Not like throw them, but they can handle a lot of torque. You just got to make sure you oil them because, shop air usually has a ton of water in it. And then I'm kind of partial to carbine tools. Um, I've used a set of their torque spits, and they are fantastic. And they're really good for the money. For $136, you really can't beat this master set right here. It comes with all your Torques and Allens. And it has half-inch drive, 3/4, or half-inch drive, 3/8 rather, and quarter-inch drive Torque spits, and then I believe it's quarter-inch drive, half-inch drive, and 3/8 drive Allen bits. But they are this is a very nice set. It's well organized. It comes with SAE Allens and metric Allens. But yeah, it's a very nice set. It has a nice label up here just showing what's all in the kit, so you don't have to hunt for it. Um, but yeah, it's a super nice kit. And then going on to ratchets. If you ask anybody in my shop or I've ever worked with, I am a ratchet guy. I have way too many ratchets. You guys can probably see them in the toolbox tour video I did. So I will put a card up here or something, so you guys can go check that out. I'll leave it in the description below. But yeah, these Capri ratchets, I have some of these at the house, and I use them religiously. I'm picky about ratchets, so if I don't like them, I don't even keep them in my toolbox. I get rid of them. But yeah, they are 92s, comfort grip. I'm not big on comfort grips, but it is what it is. But they have a comfortable grip, actually. And then it's a 4-degree swing arch. It's a single pawl, which is nice because double paws, they feel like they have a little bit of play in them. But yeah, super good ratchet set for just $90. And then for the quarter-inch socket set, we're going to go with Tecton because for $69, you can get all of these sockets and a ratchet and extensions. And then this little bit driver thing, it doubles as an extension. But yeah, you got your SAE quarter-inch, and your metric quarter inch, and you will use quarter inch in the automotive field so much for dash work, especially these half sizes. The 4.5, 5, 5.5, you will use them for dash bolts all the time. But yeah, it's a super nice set from Tekton. Tekton makes a darn good ratchet, so definitely go check that out. Then we got the lock. You got to have some locking pliers. I always recommend a regular pair of locking pliers and a needle nose, and then with Irwin vice grips. They are the standard in the industry. I know Eagle, they used to make the best locking pliers, vice grips as I call them, in the industry, but they went out of business. Snap-on makes a great pair, but like I said, this is entry level. You don't need to be spending a ton of money on the tool truck. You definitely don't need to be doing that, because you don't want to get into a lot of debt right off the rip. You want to make some money, and then you don't have to buy all this stuff all at once either. You slowly buy it as you go. Um, when I started off, I think I had a socket set and a handful of like Craftsman ratchets, and then I would slowly work my way up. I had an impact that I actually got for Christmas, so entry level mechanics definitely send some of these tools to your family members if you want to become a mechanic and you don't want to spend all the money on them. You know what I mean? Good Christmas ideas. Um, but yeah, and then that covers the locking pliers, and then you're going to want a good pair of channel locks. I use Knipex uh, channel lock pliers pretty much, but these are very similar, and these are channel lock brand pliers, where the name channel lock comes from, and these are riveted. Little word of advice: you see all the cheap pliers, all the cheap channel locks, cheap slip jaw pliers, and they have a bolt and a nut on them. Don't buy them. You will pinch your fingers and you will throw them in the trash. They are the biggest waste of money. They are junk. But these that are riveted hold up real well, and they're the uh, quick changing channel lock pliers. They're designed to mimic Knipex. But yeah, great pair of great 3-piece channel lock pliers. And then you got Sun X screwdrivers. I've used these instead of spending $300 on a pair of Snap-on screwdrivers. These are very close to being Snap-ons, like very close. You got all of your standard sizes. You got your stubby screwdrivers. You even have the 10mm hex to put extra torque to get them stuck Honda and Toyota rotor screws off. If you don't have an impact screwdriver, which they're cheap, you can get one of them later on. And then we're going to your sockets, your impact sockets. For 3/8 and 1/2 inch drive, don't even bother buying chrome sockets. You will not use them as much as you do the impacts. And this is just a cheap set of 1/2 inch drive impact sockets. It's shallow and deeps. It goes up to 22mm from 8mm, because especially if you're an automotive technician or an entry level automotive technician, you will mainly be dealing with metric fasteners. And my rule of thumb is, once you break a tool, replace it with a better tool. So once these wear out, you can save up some money and you get you some good quality Snap-on, Matco, or Mac impact sockets. And then the same way with the 3/8 drive socket set. We could have went Tekton with this, but they're impact rated, so you can absolutely beat the crap out of these, and they'll keep on chugging. And it's like it's metric and SAE, deep and shallow. You don't have a ton of SAE sockets. It goes from 5/16 up to 3/4, which is pretty standard in sizing. But yeah, decent set of impact sockets there for 3/8 and 1/2 inch drive for not a lot of money. And here's going to be some of your most expensive stuff is your wrenches. Now, if you're going to buy wrenches, don't go to Harbor Freight unless you want to spend $100 or so on Icon wrenches. Don't buy the Pittsburgh Pro, don't buy any Pittsburgh wrenches. They are a waste of money. Instead, for SAE wrenches, get this Sunex set right here. It is a 14-piece set for $53. They're not the shiny chrome, but you can beat these to death and they will not break. And it's a good range of sizes for SAE. You can, for the inch and a quarters, I work on heavy duty diesels, semi trucks, and sometimes them bolts are just stuck and you can't get an impact in there, so you have to make an impact. You got to put a wrench on it and smack it with a sledgehammer. They hold up real well. They don't really round many fasteners off, so it's a great investment on wrenches. Then this set right here, I have this set to do all of my side work with. It goes from 8mm up to 32mm, and it does not skip a size. It even has the weird 20 and a 29 wrench. It does not skip a size. I've beat the absolute crap out of these wrenches. They have held up, and for $150 and you get that many wrenches, it's a 25-piece wrench set, and it comes in a roll sleeve for travel. So if you have, like, say if you have to change the oil on one of your parents' cars or your significant other's car, and you don't have the money to buy 2 sets of wrenches, roll these up and take them home with you. But yeah, definitely check these wrenches out. All right, guys, if you enjoyed this video, please drop in the comments below what your favorite tool was. Be sure to hit that like button and drop a sub. This has been Steve from SRJ Repair. I'll catch you guys on the next video. See ya.